Welcome to Kauai.
Hello.
Our morning view. We get to pull into port. This was incredible to see. I absolutely loved getting to sit out on the balcony of the cruise and watch us pull into port because look at that view.
Yeah, this island, I'm laughing. This is where Tom was driving and was like freaking out driving up this cliff.
Yeah, so we did some more hiking, as Logan said in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video or any of the others, go check them out. We went to Waimea Canyon. Waimea Canyon. That was a mouthful.
We're dealing with a lot of rain, as you can see.
Yeah.
Kind of got rained out.
We did get rained out. It was a humid day. It was a rainy day. We didn't get to finish the hike. I was very disappointed. We were hiking to an 800-foot waterfall, which we do have footage of the waterfall that we'll show you a little bit later. But yeah, it was an interesting drive because we were driving up a mountain. And if you know anything about Hawaii, a lot of the roads, if you look over, I think mainly the road to Hana has this where you look over and it's just a sheer drop, and that was the case for this. There was a railing, so you don't have to worry about that, but that's what we had to do to get here, and Tom doesn't like heights, so
Yeah, he definitely doesn't.
yeah.
But this island felt like more prehistoric, I guess, than the other ones, in my opinion.
Kauai, I'm pretty sure out of all of the islands of Hawaii that are inhabited, correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure it is the least inhabited island, and they pride themselves on that. So it is pretty cool to get to see all of what nature has to offer and everything that really is there. I did at least feel like I was in Jurassic Park.
Even though this isn't where that's at.
This is not where that is. That's not where they filmed.
Watch our Waikiki video.
Yeah, watch the Waikiki video. It'll be linked next for you guys to see. But this canyon...
So if you Google Hawaii Grand Canyon, this is what'll pop up. It's the Waimea Grand Canyon. And you don't have to do the hike to get there. There's a lookout that you're going to see. So if you just want to go look at this, you can just drive up to it and look at it. You don't have to do the hiking. So if this isn't something you can do, you can definitely see this without doing this.
Yes.
Tom wouldn't even come up to the railing. He was like hugging a tree.
He was.
Like 10 foot that way.
Yeah. He was hiding. There were roosters up here too.
Yeah, there was.
Which is really funny.
Roosters,
but
man.
Look at that. It's absolutely incredible. You can take a helicopter through the canyon. One of the people that we were on the cruise for work with did it and was texting us in the group chat. Terrified of heights. Texting us in the group chat saying, if I die, remember me, basically. But it's absolutely stunning. Personally, I feel like that would be the best way to get the full scale view of the canyon, but this lookout is utterly stunning, absolutely incredible, and I was really sad that we didn't get to finish the hike down to the waterfall because I really wanted to see what the view of the canyon was like from down below, because obviously here we're above it, but like I said, we do have footage of the waterfall. That's pretty neat.
I personally do a lot of hiking, and I use All Trails as an app. It's a free app, and All Trails, first of all, you should definitely use that if you're going to Hawaii and you want to do some hiking.
Yes.
There's a lot of other trails that we didn't do that we could have, but it said that this was pretty moderate, and I think that it was a little wrong. Now it was raining, and this could have, as you can see, this trail looks like it got washed out a little bit, but it was super slippery.
Yes.
And I personally wasn't having any issues with it, but I do hike a lot, but Natalie and Tom were, so we ended up having to stop hiking. I did go ahead of them when we were going to turn around to see if I could get to the waterfall, but it was really far away. I didn't want them to just be standing there waiting. So that's the waterfall.
Yeah.
I ended up having to turn around.
Wapo'o Falls. But the one thing that you did say was it does get to a point where there is just a sheer drop off on the one side that you're walking on a very narrow path. So, somebody like Tom who doesn't like heights, that is something to consider.
This island's probably not the island for you if you're afraid of heights.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Right off the hiking trail, though, if you want a place to stop to eat, this is the place.
Coconut Corner. This place had some of the best fried chicken I have ever had. I was so thoroughly impressed. It was absolutely stunning.
Price is a little pricey.
It was, but fresh fruit. You can pick your own coconut and they'll open it for you. It was really, really good. I got fresh cut mango. Oh, I was so happy about that mango. One thing that we didn't note in the Maui video, Maui Day 1, was I cried when I tried pineapple here for the first time. If you love fruit, Hawaii is the place for you. It was absolutely stunning. There's the fresh coconuts. You can choose one, you buy it, and they'll cut it open for you, which I thought was really neat.
Yeah, I ended up getting like a rice bowl here. You can search this place. Another thing I would tell you to do is if you're looking for food like this, use like Open Table or like Yelp or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up going to a beach here. It was like Shipwreck Beach. I didn't include it in the video. No, none of us were really feeling it. We were a little not impressed by it. And then this was the last place of the day. Natalie and Tom were kind of feeling down because they weren't able to see the waterfall, and they went to Shipwreck Beach, and they didn't like that. So this was like the last day of the cruise, and they thought like we didn't get to see anything. And this place actually kind of turned everything around for us.
I think, wasn't this the day that we were also trying to go to the botanical garden?
This is the day we were going to go to the botanical garden, and then Tom
came.
Yeah, we went to the botanical garden, drove there, and they wouldn't let us get in because you have to make a reservation,
which we didn't know.
And I was like, just take my money.
Yeah.
Say that place's name. Yeah, that cave trail. So this place, you should stop that and you should search for it, and you should come here if you're coming to Kauai, because
Makauwahi?
This is the place you should go to.
This place, I know we had said this a couple of times in the previous videos, but once we got through the trail here and got into the cave that we're going to, and we were actually on the rock, on the beach, that was when I was like, I'm in Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the coolest freaking thing.
If you watched the very, very beginning of this video, when it came in and it was the title screen that said Kauai and Love the Adventure, and it was the drone shot going over the water, this is where it was at.
Yes.
So this is incredible.
I was so incredibly happy. I was so excited to get to do this. I wasn't 100% sure about this like cave thing. Logan was just like, we're going to a cave.
There was also signs here that was telling you about these giant spiders.
Yeah, like what were they, like banana spiders? I don't know, but some huge spiders and snakes, and I was like, Logan, not for me, man. Not into that kind of a thing.
This part of the video, my ADHD kicked in a little bit. I was like getting swarmed by butterflies, so I apologize to you guys for the next like 15 seconds as I tried to film these butterflies. So if you want to know what it's like to have ADHD, there you go. They're still
in real time.
There they
Yeah, there they are. They're still there. Still going. Wow, we're still going.
Yep. Butterflies.
Squirrel. But for the most part, though, this little trail, that's pretty much all this hike is. So if you guys do want to come here, it is pretty friendly.
Absolutely.
For anybody. Anybody can do it.
You'll see the cave. I don't know if you want to do the cave, but you don't have to do the cave.
No, you don't.
And you can experience everything without doing the cave. Is still amazing.
And if you noticed, when we arrived, on the right-hand side was a horse farm, horse stables. You can take a horse tour through this area. They do have a horse trail, which is really nice. So if you didn't want to walk it, you don't have to. You can do it on horseback, which I think would be absolutely stunning.
I actually show you the signage in the video.
Yeah.
Where the horse trail is.
Yeah, I think that would be absolutely incredible to get to explore this landscape on horseback. That would be really neat. But yeah, really cool environment to go wander around through. This is the top of the canyon that we're going to end up in.
Yep. So we'll let you guys watch the video for the next couple minutes here, and we'll pop back on when we get to the cave entrance.
Yep.
So when you get there, you'll be like, I don't know. We didn't think it was going to be the entrance, but it was. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah. So right here, you might get a little confused because of the pathway across the little river, stream, whatever you want to call it. On the other side is just like a little picnic area. So you want to keep following the actual trail, and you will make it to the entrance to the cave, which we didn't think was the entrance to the cave. We saw it, you were about to see it, and went, no, that can't be it.
Yes.
Because, oh, that can't be it. It's just a little tiny hole. How do they ever expect us to get through there? Well, they do.
That we walked further down, and then we ended up coming back and like, yeah, no, this is it.
This is it. We're
You have
crawling
to
through. Really crouch, watch your head, but then it does open up pretty wide, and it's you're fine to stand up.
Yeah, it was a little jarring the first time you see that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about that, Loeb. But this place was really, really neat. Very pretty, very cool to get to go wander around. They have people working for conservation, working in there. They're working on trying to bring everything back and make it a little more sustainable. They had trees, obviously, that they were working on, but also specific flower species, which I thought was neat. And they were working on something with, I think it was bees. The one lady was working with bees.
There's on the other side of this, there's another little tiny cave that dead ends 30 feet in, and they had a little thing over there. There was a person in there working, and they were giving some information out. And there was like a little thing to donate to the cause, I guess. Or,
Yeah, the conservation fund. But it was a really neat little area to get to go wander around.
Apparently, those are caverns that are flooded right now, and
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like we were getting a lot of rainfall when we were down there.
We really were.
As you can see, we couldn't go hiking. We couldn't finish the trail, so.
Yeah. Definitely not something to do if, you can't crouch down to get through into the cave, but you can definitely look out over the top of it, like we were when we came down here.
But you don't have to do this. You can see it from over top, and then
Yeah.
you just go to the two different other places that you're going to see us go to. The whole entire walk is probably like a 3-mile loop or so. And yeah, you're not missing too much by not going through the cave.
No, definitely worth it though.
Yeah.
It was definitely a save for the day. But we'll let you guys keep watching, and we'll pop back up when we get to the best part.
Look out for the wild roosters.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Welcome back to the best part, at least in my opinion. What was the best part? I think Logan and Tom thought it was cool, but not nearly as cool as I did. I was full-fledged ready to jump off of these cliffs and go swimming. This was absolutely incredible. It was breathtaking.
Yeah, I could come here and just sit over here on the side and
Just
just sit there
watch.
for hours.
Just watch the water. It was stunning. Oh, I loved it. I could still feel the sea spray
Mm-hmm.
on my face. Made me so happy. It was so cool. It's like you're on a film set, but you're not. It was real life, and places like this actually exist.
Yeah, there was nobody else up here.
No, it was just us.
This is up the horse trail a little bit. But yeah, this trail leads right back to where the car is. It's a big loop, so
Yeah, super easy to get to. You don't have to go the roundabout way that we did over the beach. You can pretty much walk right to it if you wanted.
if you look all the way off in the distance, that cliff side is really cool. We walk up to that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's really, really neat. Unfortunately, we're seeing some trash and stuff up at that one. People littering here, which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
But this is that cliff side here. So, yeah, a lot of broken glass and stuff up here.
Yeah, people just being people, coming up here, doing things they probably shouldn't be. But absolutely breathtaking. We did see a sea turtle just float.
Yeah, he was riding the waves.
He was riding the waves. It was pretty rough, as you guys can see. There was a storm coming in.
I blew my hat right off my head.
Yeah, it did. We were pretty high up. It wasn't like we were very close to the ground. We were really high, which I understand now looking back at the footage why you and Tom were kind of...
I was out there.
You were hiding back with Tom. I don't want to hear it. You guys were being a little crazy. I had to take the camera from you and go record because you wouldn't get close enough to see everything.
The cliffs of impending doom. Yeah, I didn't do that.
They're not impending doom. The
Yeah,
cliffs
this was
of beauty.
I mean, for the last day of our cruise, this is like the last thing we did before we went on the ship. So, I mean,
It was
yeah,
a
it's
good
kind of safe.
send off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it was a really good send off. Highly recommend it. Utter 10 out of 10.
but this is pretty much the end of the cruise. After this, we did go back to Honolulu and we spent 2 more days at Waikiki Beach at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. So we have a whole video on Hilton Hawaiian Village and a whole day at Waikiki. So if you want to see any of those, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to check out some of our other beach videos somewhere really far away from
Hawaii.
be Cape May,
Cape May.
the Lobster House. If you don't know what the Lobster House is, you should probably watch the Cape May video.
And then go check out the Lobster House.
Yeah, you should do that. But we look forward to seeing you in the future. We're going to be doing some videos from other cruises out of Florida, going down to the Caribbean. If you guys have any suggestions on what cruises we should go on that go out of Florida, definitely put those down there in the comments. And yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of Florida videos as far as Florida beaches, theme parks, places to eat in the area, so Disney and Universal. So if you're interested in any of that kind of content, please like and subscribe. You should like anyway, and you should subscribe anyway, because we're good people, and we're making these videos for you for free, so.
You tell them.
Yeah, you just hit that button. I guess it's right there. And do not hit that thumbs down button. I will find you.
No, you won't.
All
Alright, well, I guess that's all for now. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you on the Hilton Hawaiian Village video.
Yes,
coming
we
up
will.
next.
Bye!